Welcome to the Lucha Critics podcast. This is your host, Ken.
Welcome to another edition of the Lucha Critics podcast, where we dive into the world of professional wrestling. I am one of the hosts, Rick. We have another host over here, Josh, and this time we're going to be doing tag team on the news and what happened at the AEW WrestleDream that I'm still kind of a little shook on. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and go right into what happened on Raw real quick. I'm just going to go down the headlines here. CM Punk left his WWE future uncertain after his brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins challenged Big Bronson Reed to a match anytime, anywhere he wanted. That should be interesting. Jey Uso defeated Xavier Woods for his first Intercontinental title defense.
Yeah.
We had Sheamus defeat Pete Dunne in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, whatever the fuck that means. I'm gonna ask you about that one.
Okay.
Natalia, Lyra Valkyria, Zelina Vega, Katana Chance, and Caden Carter defeated Pure Fusion Collective in the Unholy Union in a 10-woman tag team match. I guess that's a good way to showcase your women's division. That's cool. And then lastly here that happened, which Gunther defeating Sami Zayn for the world title match defeating the one guy who defeated him. So yeah, crazy shit. I want to definitely ask you about how did that look if we got a chance to see the 10-woman match.
No, but I know that it's probably just showcasing, setting up the tag division, So they're all tag divisions. You could have, they have the division that has 3, another one has 3. You could still do tags like that.
True.
I was gonna say, so when going to the whole CM Punk thing, Seth Rollins interrupted him after he said that he doesn't know what his future is.
Ooh.
And they had a standoff looking at each other, and Rollins just smiled and walked away and went down to the ring.
That has to happen. That's gonna happen to WrestleMania, I feel.
I feel like, how that Raw went to 2 hours now?
Yeah.
Everybody's interrupting everybody. Because after Seth Rollins did his whole stitch, Jey Uso came out.
Nice.
Yeah, and he started doing the whole yeet thing while Seth Rollins was still in the ring.
Interesting. All right. That sets up interesting matchups in the future. Very interesting. What about anything that happened between? Oh yeah, I see Braun Breaker came in and fucking hit Uso and Kofi Kingston with fucking ties with spears.
Everybody thought he was a face last week. Nope, he's back to a heel.
No, he's back. He's ready for a match out here. What the fuck is a good old fashioned Donnybrook match?
It's what I saw on Instagram and everything. It kind of looks like it's almost like a street fight, but with more like
Irish inspired items.
Yeah, because I saw a picture where they were both standing on a barrel of whiskeys.
Nice.
Like they're on top of it, and at the end I saw Sheamus pinning Dunne, but Sheamus had his arms tied behind his back.
Okay.
That's what it looked like.
I see it. Fucking yeah. Did you get to see anything between the Sami Zayn and Gunther? Any wild spots?
No, just the ending. I think it was that Cody came out, and then kind of. I think that's what happened because I saw a picture. They showed Cody and Gunther face to face to each other.
Nice.
Kind of because the whole Crown Jewel thing's coming up in November.
Yeah, they're setting that up pretty well.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go ahead and move on to NXT. I see the Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso after his defense yeets with the NXT Champion Trick Williams, Kaylin Jordan, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill defeat Fatal Influence in the 6-woman tag team match. That should be cool. Giulia enlisted Stephanie Valkyria as backup at NXT to battle the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne and Cora Jade. That's a pretty cool fucking tag team right there. Tony D'Angelo defeated Obafemi to win the North American Championship. Yeah. Wow. Someone finally did it.
It was kind of one of those quick roll-ups.
Oh, okay.
He put his full weight. It was like, you know how when you put the person's legs up and you put your weight over them like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he did. He put his whole weight on top of them.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Let's see what else happened here. Faraxum. I think that's the tag team of Frazier and Axum. Okay. Fraxum.
Okay. Yeah.
Defeated Jason Wilder and Austin Theory. Pretty cool. And then the spot that I'm going to talk to you about right now, Randy Orton defeated Javon Evans to pick up the win. I saw that one spot. Apparently they practiced that like crazy so it can look good. And then what had happened, it just didn't fucking came to be.
It is, but you know, Randy Orton's a true sport. He just, you know what? We'll do something else. He picked him up because Javon looked like he was like, dazed out. And just did RKO from right there.
Yeah. No, that's he did the smart thing, kind of rolled with it and made it look good still. That's true.
And at the end of the match, he rose his hand and told him, you know, it's okay, it's cool, you know, just, you know, you came out here with the live, you know, fan base and all that, you know, we're live, you know, you did your thing.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be perfect, but, you know, go out there and do what you do.
You still made it look good. That's right. All right. Anything else that you wanted to talk about here on that happened at NXT?
Oh, NXT, Stephanie Valkyrie showed up.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm glad that they're actually using her.
She showed up to give Gully a backup.
I see. So I like that they're still using Roxanne and like the originals, kind of like to bring in these new people that are coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I need to start paying attention to NXT, man, because there's a lot of good shit that's blowing up right now.
If you download the CW app, it goes on there the next day.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna be doing that right after we end here.
That's what I used to do when I used to watch The Flash and the Arrow, and I would miss them on Wednesdays. The next day, it'll be on CW, and I'll just watch it like that.
No, you're 100% right. I completely forgot that. I used to do the same thing because I didn't have the TV like that. Yeah. So that's good to know. Moving on to Raw or SmackDown, I should say. Jimmy Uso told Roman Reigns they're not the ones anymore. Ooh.
Yeah.
United States champion LA Knight defeated Carmelo Hayes. Kevin Owens confronted Cody Rhodes yet again. WWE Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeated Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. Naomi Oh, okay. Yeah. Naomi and Liv stepped up to Nia Jax. Naomi defeated WWE Nia Jax in a non-title match. And lastly, there's a couple things actually. Rhea Ripley took out everybody. I'm gonna ask you about that one. And that's lastly is Solo Sikoa defeating Jimmy Uso in the main event. So tell me about that match.
Which one? The
one that you're telling me, the tag team one.
So everyone was kind of mad that it lasted like less than 2 minutes.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was more like a squash match, but I know that NXT team is pretty good. So I don't know if it was because you know how everything's trying to catch up on everything, but I'm pretty sure if they have a rematch, they'll give them a longer time.
Hopefully. That's interesting. That's weird. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about did you get to see how Rhea Ripley took out everybody?
Oh yeah, she came from behind. She took out so they were all like talking that they had moved on from Ripley.
Okay.
They moved to other stuff and all that, and they're kind of teasing the Nia versus Liv at Crown Jewel and everything.
Yeah.
They were like walking towards the back before, and then Rhea Ripley's music hit, and she came out. She started wailing on what's her name that came back? Perez.
Oh yeah. Roxanne, not Roxanne.
Roxanne.
No. Rodriguez.
Yeah. She wailed on her, threw her through the barricades next to in front of the audience.
Damn.
Then she took out Dom. Then she took out Liv.
Nice. Interesting.
So she's not done with them.
No, that's definitely gonna happen. She's gonna have her fucking come ups. She's gonna get her come up in, I should say. Did you see the match between Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso?
No, but I know the ending. They need backup.
Okay. They need backup.
Yeah, Roman Reigns and Jimmy need backup.
And who do you think they're gonna get? Do you think that I keep thinking that it's gonna be that the other brother that they signed that they're waiting to see when they're gonna introduce him, and I think that they're gonna try to like put him with Roman, but he's gonna be like the mole, and he's gonna actually be with the new bloodline.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Who knows?
But I also think it might be Jay, even though Jay said he's not gonna help them out.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
gonna
there's a dark match after on SmackDown, which was Braun Breaker versus Jay. So I mean Jay was backstage when they were getting jumped, but didn't come out to help them. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I think at the end, you could hear Jay says, "We need him."
Ooh.
So I'm thinking
They're gonna try to get Jay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alrighty, so let me tell you about what happened at AEW WrestleDream. This was a fucking packed up goddamn night of wrestling. A lot of people complain about they do a lot of matches, and you know what? Sometimes I'm like, goddamn, yeah, but also the matches are fucking dope, and it's awesome to see. I think there should be a complaint if there was like shit matches, and there were some spots in the matches where I'm like, all right, but
I only had one. I have one problem with the whole card.
Oh,
Because I really don't count 0 Hour as the main card because that's just like it could be on Dynamite stuff.
yeah,
They only had one women's match in the whole card.
and it was in the beginning 0 hour.
No, it was just in the main card. It was only one women's match basically.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I see it.
Which was Maria May versus Willow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just jump right into it. First match was Jay White versus Hangman Page. Fucking wild shit. I keep forgetting that Jay White has a specific style, or at least that's the style that they're saying that he has is a counter. And there's a lot of counter wrestling that I saw. Jay White got a clean victory. So I'm glad that it's looking that they're building him up now. He beat a former world champion clean.
Yep.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to finally see him with some type of championship other than trios or tag team. But because I don't know, I've been wanting to see him.
That's one of my picks that I got right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. AEW Women's World Championship, Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. Fucking great match. I honestly thought that they were gonna give Willow the title. I thought that they could have moved on from her, but I understand that they're most likely gonna build up the return of Tony Storm. Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like that story could have happened without her having the title, but who knows? I like the match. It was brutal. They did a lot of good spots, honestly. But that's just my opinion.
Did you hear what the rumor match was supposed to be?
No, what's the rumor?
It was supposed to be Britt Baker, but she didn't show up for that Fatal 4 match because she was sick.
You're right. I forgot that they were setting up fucking Britt Baker. Dude, that sucks. I would have really liked that one. Most likely Britt Baker would have lost, but that would have been a good match either way. Moving on to the next one, AEW the TNT Championship match versus Jack Perry and Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata's fucking dope, dude. They both brought it out and they did some fucking cool spots. I like Jack Perry's finisher. It's similar to Daniel Bryan's, where it's like not necessarily he's standing, but he's like kneeling and he's like kind of like dazed and he was waking up. And he's either doing it in front of you or in the back of you. He's running and he throws the knee and supposedly hits you in the back of the head. That's just dope. Like if I never thought of that of a finisher, that's a pretty good finisher to me. That's how the match ended there. Hold on. After the match, Perry attacks Shibata with the title. Daniel Garcia runs out to make the save and stare down with the champion happens. And then fucking MJF hits the music. He comes out, starts to fuck up starts to like get the attention of Daniel Garcia, and then you see Jack Perry hit him with the title. MJF comes in there to basically pick up the scraps, and he starts fucking him up. As he's loading up his diamond ring that he was supposedly able to find in Brooklyn at a pawn shop, you see fucking the return of Adam Cole, and it's a twist because it's like, it's, if you know the story, it's fucking Adam Cole was the one that betrayed MJF when he was turning face, and now he comes back as the face, but he did something fucked up. So it's all a little bit up in the air for me, but I like it. It's the story is like at least interesting enough for me to want to keep going with it. So yeah, we saw the two returns, MJF and Adam Cole. That should be pretty cool.
But that you could see a transition during the match. You could see maybe MJF turn face in the match while Cole goes back to heel. Because you've seen that before in matches. So
True. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how they're gonna like explain the what is it, the Undisputed Kingdom. Yeah. Because it's like I thought they were a tag team and they're you know they're heels. Yeah. So I'm like, how's that gonna whole thing work out? But yeah, moving on to the next match, which is AEW International Championship, Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet. Dope ass match, fucking spot fest, of course. The whole thing where Ospreay and Ricochet kind of do the flips and they kind of land in a superhero pose. They're kind of playing that shit out for me. I need them to like stop doing that shit. At first I was like, oh, that's cool and all, but like, can you just reserve it, use it wisely. Yeah. Did you see any of that? Did you catch any of those?
I saw that whole, someone posted it like on one of the wrestling IG things, like, for the love of God, please stop doing these little flips and land like superhero pose. I was like, yeah, okay.
I agree. 100% agree.
I saw that the Don Callis family interfered.
Fucking Don Callis.
What's his name?
We saw the turn.
Ospreay's friend, yeah.
We saw the turn of motherfucking Fletcher. So we see Takeshita finally win the international championship. I've been wanting to see him with this title for a while, but I didn't necessarily want him to win it like this. Like I wanted him to win it to like make it make sense, like a clean victory. Yeah, because he's capable of a dope ass match, but it was still like a interesting turn that happened here. So Don Callis goes in there. He's trying to hand over a screwdriver so that Takeshita can use on Will Ospreay. Ospreay somehow is able to stop that from happening, and you see someone come in and he's wearing a hoodie, but we all know it's fucking Fletcher. So here comes Fletcher. He hits Will Ospreay in the back of his head, and Will turns around and he can't believe that it's his best friend. Yeah. So there he is getting fucked up by everyone. Takeshita, fucking Don Callis, and Fletcher, and he's basically incapacitated, and Takeshita is able to pick up that win. Again, I didn't necessarily want it to go down like that, but at least we see Takeshita with the title now.
It makes sense for me story wise.
Yeah.
Because like you could have Fletcher and Ospreay do their own thing, their own rivalry now.
True.
And that leaves the current champion now
to legitimize himself.
And fight other people to. I'm calling it now. Next year it'll be him versus Ricochet for the belt. That's where Ricochet wins his first AEW belt.
No, I see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, let Takashi build himself up with the belt, because he said, I'm gonna make this belt relevant again and all that. So
nice. Okay, I like it. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully that's what happens. Next thing that happens was a segment where we saw Prince Nana introduce Swerve Strickland to his hometown. He's now medically cleared to return. As he says that, we see the fucking interruption of MVP and Shelton Benjamin. We still don't know their names though. We still don't know what their group is called. He just keeps calling it like you're gonna join our business or some shit like that.
Yeah.
After Swerve keeps hinting that he might jump over to MVP side or stay with Prince and Anna, he ends up calling Prince and Anna family and says he'll never break like his bond or turn his back on his family. So basically, setting a clear side of where he stands, and Benjamin gets in the face of Swerve, and the officials come out to break it up and all that shit. So basically, that's how that ends right there. We see the setup to this interesting war that we're gonna see. Now, I feel like that was cheap. Like, I honestly, everyone was thinking that fucking Bobby Lashley was gonna come out. Like, why didn't just do it now? Just do it then.
I have an idea for that.
Let's see.
So I was reading that because I guess Swerve got into Benjamin's face.
Yeah.
Which is gonna set up probably a match for them, and that's where Lashley comes on, spears the crap out of Swerve.
Interesting. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. That'd be interesting to see.
But the biggest Swerve's gonna be at the end of everything. Swerve's gonna join MVP.
I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen too. Like he's gonna
but he's gonna bring Nana with him too.
Interesting. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out, but I think he's gonna eventually turn and like join the group because it makes sense. Or they can just have him not be a part of the group and just be something different, you know. But
yeah,
it makes more sense. It looks cooler with him in it, honestly. Moving on to the next match, it was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Hologram versus Beast Mortos. Fucking Beast Mortos can flip. That dude can move like a goddamn cruiserweight, and he's a big old dude in a fucking big old mask thing that looks like a minotaur. That shit is dope to me. So they both got to fall off of each other. Hologram does a diving foot stomps and he goes up again. 450 splash hits the knees of Mortos. A discus lariat from Mortos again. Then they go up where Mortos gets an avalanche press slam for 2. There's a backbreaker, powerbomb to the knee, and a discus lariat from Mortos gets only a 2. Up top, Hologram gets a poison rana, and then a crucifix bomb for 2. Blue thunder from Hologram, and ends up getting the win. This one, I felt like this could have been on Collision or on Dynamite. Like I felt like maybe put a women's match in there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Or could have moved that match to 0 hour and added the women's match into the main card.
True. No, yeah. This I understand why they're doing it. Like I appreciate the representation. But like I don't know, it could have been 0 hour for sure.
Yeah.
We saw the next match was Darby Allin versus Brody King in a fucking brutal match. I don't know how the fuck this guy does it. Fucking Darby Allin, like he takes so much punishment. At least he makes it look real, and like you can't necessarily fake gravity, and your bones can only like handle so much like trauma. This guy's is fucking another crazy man that's in the wrestling world.
But
modern day Sabu.
I'm just saying that all these damages he does himself is gonna catch up to him sooner or later.
So I think that he's gonna have a lot of issues when he gets older for sure. But he's just going for it, man. I honestly appreciate him sacrificing his body for the art, but goddamn, sometimes it's fucking rough to see. Darby Allin somehow picks up the win and gets the win over Brody King. I'll just read off the last little bit. To the top, once again, Brody looks for a superplex and onto the outside steps, but can't get it. And Darby pushes him off onto the steps, and then hits the coffin drop. Brody nearly beats 10 count to get back in. As Brody gets in, Darby drops again with the coffin drop and picks up the win. It was a brutal match, awesome match nevertheless. At the end of the match, we see Brody King give Darby Allin the handshake, the show of respect. So it was pretty cool. Hopefully that something comes out of this and it wasn't just like a match just to have a match.
Not only that, because I think both of them are hometown from there too.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next match, number 7, was AEW World Tag Team Championship, Young Bucks versus Private Party. Dope ass match. Pissed me off at the end there because they fucked up. They should have let Private Party hold the titles. Like, it was time. I'm not sure why they kind of like baited and switched. It felt like they were gonna win it, especially how fucking Young Bucks came out and they were like, "You guys, how are you guys supposed to win these titles?" Just rubbing it in, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna fucking lose the titles. It's natural." Bro, like you can even hear it in the crowd. They were like, "What the fuck?" That was maybe a precursor to what was to come for the main event, but like, I was a little disappointed in that because I was like, these guys, it makes sense to have them win the titles now, but we'll see what happens. I like the match nevertheless. Did you see any like highlights of this one?
No, I just knew when I saw the Bucks one, I was like, oh well. They still haven't done anything with the tag team belts, but
I mean, then at least they're having good matches with it, at least for the most part. But I'd like to see more for sure. Yeah,
and is there any tag team that's new and available to maybe dethrone them besides the Grizzly veterans?
Yeah, I honestly thought that was gonna be them that was gonna dethrone them, but like I don't really see anyone else other than the fucking. What the fuck are they calling themselves? That 80s tag team that is somehow getting so much heat.
Okay.
The Pioneers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
the Outliers. Outliners. Cool. We'll see what happens with that, but I hope that that's not what happens, that they get the tag team titles. That'd be fucked. Next match was the the Ring of Honor World Championship versus Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho. Another one where I thought fucking Chris Jericho was gonna fucking win this one. Mainly because of how they led up to this match. Fucking going for his Briscoe's dead brother that was really fucked up. And I'm not sure if that was intentional, just to cause like attention. For people to be like, what the fuck? But goddamn, I'm glad that Jericho didn't win, even though like it kind of seemed like he was gonna win. But what do you think about this match? Did you get to see anything?
Well, I didn't get to see anything. But
I'm sorry.
The whole thing with it. But I kind of thought Jericho was gonna win because that's how it usually goes when he sees people that have belts that he feuds with. He wins it. And my reason thinking he was gonna win it because I think Joe's coming back soon. And they could feud for that ROH belt, but I think they might have different plans now. I'm not sure. You have to wait and see.
Damn, dude. No, that would have made sense too. But yeah, we'll see. Mark Briscoe, I'm glad he won. Interesting development there. Last match is Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Fuck me, dude. So the match starts crazy enough. Bryan comes out to Final Countdown, and while that match is still going, or the song is still going, you see fucking Moxley just start fucking up Bryan, and just takes him around. And Marina Shafir is also there, so she becomes a what do you call it? A distraction, an element for Bryan to like have to worry about too.
Yeah.
For the most part, she does get involved a lot. She does like some fucked up like knees. Like she gets a full on tie clinch while Bryan's head is between the ropes and the apron.
Yeah.
And she does it twice where he's like face down and face up, where she just goes in, goes and fucking knees him. And it looks like one kind of landed, but I wasn't, maybe it was just the way that they shot it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking. All right, I'm trying to remember how exactly it all went down towards the end, because the end is where it gets really fucked up. So Bryan gets a triangle choke, but Moxley rolls through. Half and half suplex, Busaiku knee again. Gets only 2. Bryan charges again, but gets clothesline and gets covered for only 2 count. Death Rider only gets a 1 count. Bryan spits in Moxley's face and slaps him. So Moxley does a Gotch style pile driver and a bulldog choke again. Bryan fights for the ropes but can't and passes out, giving Moxley the win. So he won by basically not being choked out.
Yeah.
Shafir returns with Claudio and Pac. Mox hands the belt to Claudio. He puts it in the gym bag. Moxley looks for the plastic bag treatment again, but Wheeler and Darby Allin run out. Wheeler then, as Darby Allin's kind of talking shit, loads up and does a Busaiku knee to Darby Allin. After that, Moxley's group goes in there, and Yuta's just kind of in there, just fucking shaking his head, like trying to figure out like if he's gonna actually go through what's happening.
Trying to fight the dark side.
Yeah, essentially. Mox hands over the bag to Yuta to put over Daniel's head, and while Darby is basically taped cuffed to the ropes, is basically made to look as Yuta chokes out fucking Danielson with the bag. Private Party, Jeff Jarrett run in to try to they try to go in there to make the save to prevent this murder, essentially. Claudio puts a chair after it looks like Danielson passes out. Claudio puts a chair around Bryan's neck, and he loads up, and it looks really fucked up the way that they did it.
I saw that. They showed that before they took it off IG.
Dude.
AEW put a statement out that we're not gonna show the after match stuff. So I saw that, then after that it got erased. Yeah.
That looked fucked up. The way that they shot that, it looked good. It looked like that's a way to take out Daniel Bryan, but it was just like, damn, dude, that's a pretty fucked up way to do it. After that happened, Danielson is being stretchered out. You see Orange Cassidy and other dudes finally show up after the fucking fact, and Orange Cassidy's basically just there, like shaking his head, can't believe what's happening. And you see Darby Allin just shook the fuck up and just can't really process what he just witnessed. It just ends like that, which is weird. It feels like an ending to like I saw it on Wrestle Talk. He said it perfectly. This felt like the end of Endgame. Not Endgame. The Infinity War, where Thanos snaps and he won, where the bad guys won. It felt like that, and I was like, damn, that's a good way to put it. I'm excited to see what happens. Most likely, the rumor is, and I think you've been saying it for a while, that it's going to be Shane McMahon that's going to be the one that's pulling the strings. So should be interesting on Dynamite. I'm excited to see what happens after this. People are kind of pissed off that they had Danielson go out that way, but he himself wanted to go out that way. Like,
I heard that he chose Moxley wanted to beat him.
Yeah.
Don't know why, because I would have loved to see Darby Allin take him out. They beat him for the belt.
I would have liked the younger guy, like an up and comer, like Darby Allin to win. That would have been cool.
Because Darby Allin had the match already, but then he lost it to Mox again.
Yeah.
And it's weird because he's the hometown guy too, so it would have made more sense for Darby Allin to win the belt there.
Damn, that would have been a good match too. It wouldn't have been a fucking slow match. It would have been an impactful match. Damn, dude. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What's up?
And there's another thing that we're missing.
What's up?
The whole story plot with Christian having that anytime championship thing. They were teasing that with him and Daniel Bryan, and
yeah, dude, that's right. They took him out. I was calling that one. I thought that was gonna be the play. That's the best way to make a heel, to make a mega heel, is fucking take out Daniel Bryan. I mean, that they kind of did it, but fuck me, dude, it was brutal.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I saw a picture where they show Moxley like bowing respect to Daniel Bryan before the whole chaos happened with the chair and everything.
Yeah, I do remember that. Fucking what a fuck sense. I'm excited to see what happens. I want it to be Wednesday already so I can see the fallout, because I know someone's gonna pop up, either fucking Bobby Lashley or fucking most likely Shane McMahon, hopefully. But yeah, dude. I want to thank Josh for being on the show. Josh, where can they find you on the socials?
Just on Instagram on Sith_A1. No, Sith. Let me look it up. I'm kind of.
That's all good, man.
It's one of those days. Had an early day today. Sith_Josh_A18.
Hell yeah. Be sure to follow us on our socials. You can see my socials up there. NSI Rick, Lucha Critics, Not So Intellectual Podcast on YouTube. Be sure to send us a like, subscribe, give us a comment, tell us what you guys want us to talk about, who you guys want to see in the WWE or in AEW. Until then, be good to yourself and others. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Be sure to follow me on all the social platforms at NSIRIP. And you can also email the show at notsointellectualpod@gmail.com. See you next time.